All right, fam, welcome back. I am taking this from my tablet because I left my phone in my rig. So anyway, this tablet does everything I needed to do, but I was just watching a video by Camera about his Demon 170 and how it doesn't do 215 miles per hour. Turns out that the Demon 170 was sold under the auspices that it would do 215 miles per hour, no governors, no nothing. One owner decided to take his Demon 170 to a Texas mile and run it full top speed, and he emailed Tim Kuniskis or whoever at Dodge, Stellantis, and told him what he was gonna do, and you know, while they hit him back, don't do it. The car ain't gonna do but 149. So anyway, that started the big hullabaloo and got all these Demon owners pissed off, and now everybody's like, oh, why you lied to us, why you lied to us, why you lied to us? Well, I tell you like this, the Demon 170 is a drag car. It is set up for drag, meaning the front suspension is soft and there's lots of kickback when you hit it, you know what I mean? Lots of weight transfer to the rear so that the rear can hook up. It's on little skinny bullshit tires in the front and big lot of sidewall meats in the back, right? Pause for a second. Well, like I was saying, look, I think there's a method to the madness here. The Demon 170, like I said, it's a drag car. It's a drag racing car. It's a car set up for drag racing. However, they are selling them to be driven on the street. Not in the rain, of course. Not, you know, I don't know what you're supposed to do with it on the street. Myself, I'm a red-eye type of guy. If I was gonna mess with something like that, a two-seat Challenger, a two-door Challenger with a Hellcat motor in it, I've driven them. They are wild. They are ass happy. I got my cone at the experience driving a Challenger because I swung that ass around every cone and managed not to hit the ones on the outside. So I mean, I know what the cars drive like. I've driven a Demon one time, and the way that car drove, it was amazing. Weight transfer was bomb. It knocked you back in your seat, hella power, great for the drag strip. But like I said, there's a method to Dodge's madness. This Demon 170 with 1,025 horsepower, set up for drag, which means soft front suspension, rear suspension made the hook, but the tires in the back. Basically, if you were to do 215 miles per hour in that car and not be on a smooth glass track, you probably would kill yourself. I cannot imagine taking a Demon 170 on the twisties on Mulholland Drive, PV Drive, South. I really can't imagine doing that in that car. And then you got to put them little brakes on it because you got to squeeze in the tire so you're not getting the full 6-piston go around. You know, I bet you this is for insurance purposes that they said, look, the car is capable of 215 miles per hour, no doubt, right? That much horsepower, I don't care what your rear end is, you're gonna get up to that speed, right? You can twist it out. But I don't think Dodge, Stellantis don't ever want nobody on no road going, street, in a street ready Demon 170 out here on these streets, on these roads with dips and turns and uneven surfaces, trying to do 215 miles per hour, or even on the Harbor Freeway trying to do 215 miles per hour. You're gonna have to swerve that bitch at some point. You're gonna have to swerve, you're gonna have to dip, there's gonna be some traffic, there's gonna be something going on, and that car will probably kill you. Drag cars do not handle worth a damn. They are set up for straight line, that's it. You need some front meat if you're gonna be swinging that car. Now the old Demon had the front meat. You know, when you wasn't at the track, you didn't have the skinnies on there, you had some front meat. But still, that suspension is so soft. I was running that car way out in Borrego Springs, right? empty highway, nobody around, but the front end was not planted at all. It bounced. The front end was going up and down with every little undulation in the road. It was just, and you hit the gas, it lifted, and it just, I had no confidence in the handling whatsoever with that car. I would not buy that car. Me, I like to hit the road and dip. I like to hit the curves. I like to hit the canyons. A Demon or a Demon 170 would never be in my arsenal because I'm not a drag guy. Love to watch drags, don't do drags, okay? I think that's probably why they said, you know what, people are gonna kill themselves in this car. It's gonna ruin our image. They're gonna sue us because the car handled like shit. They got out here on the highway trying to do 200 miles an hour on imperfect roads, and now we look like murderers. You better put a limiter on that car. Now, if somebody buys a Copo, you know, a Copo Camaro, but I mean, if somebody buys a drag pack, you know what I mean, something on a trailer with no mirrors on it, no, you know, whoop-de-whoop, nothing, illegal car, strictly for the track, go ahead, take the limiter off, do what you can do. You might, you know, who's gonna hit the quarter mile at 100, at 200? I mean, you know, you ain't top fuel, you're not a rocket car. But go ahead and knock yourself out. But I don't think they wanted to let out any cars onto the streets doing 215 miles per hour with horrible front end handling. Okay, give me a red eye, put 1,000 horsepower to a red eye with that street suspension all day. All day. Get out there with the Raris and with the Lambos and do your thing. Show them who's boss. But Demon 170, not a good idea. Demon, not a good idea. Can't see it happening. So I'm telling you, that's probably what's going on. Argue me down if I'm wrong, if I'm out of line here, because I don't own none of these cars. So let me know if I'm out of line, you know, drop some comments and we'll come back and revisit this situation. But people getting all bent out of shape, suing, and all this other silly stuff, man, you gotta grow up. It's like, look, it is what it is. You ought to know that off the rip, that car, you ain't got no business doing 215 miles per hour in a damn Demon 170 with skinny front tires and all that soft suspension. You really should not be doing that. You shouldn't even want to do it. Now go ahead, take your computer out, had a computer hack, get rid of the limiters, do your thing if you want to. You should know that's part of the game. If you're gonna buy that car, that's probably what you're gonna end up doing, because nobody, the world we living in now, everybody's a lawyer and everybody's an insurance man. So they not gonna let no beast like that out onto the streets. So you know, hey, do your thing. If you got your Demon 170, I say just enjoy it. Most of y'all ain't gonna be doing no 215 miles an hour anyway. Save the car, look at it, sell it down the road if it picks up some value, but I would not get all bent out of shape about that, especially if you paid markup. I mean, you paid markup, you already, you know. But hey, that's what I think. Holler at me if you think I'm crazy. Sorry about this camera, by the way. It's just not up to standard, so we'll figure it out. Now, next time I will be back on in my original equipment, my S22 Ultra, because it just makes the fire videos. But anyway, keep that Hemi under your right foot at all times.